Okay, so for manual bidding, um, a couple of, I guess I don't want to call them rules. I know I made some rules for scaling, but this is just like food for thought. You can play around and do anything with manual bidding, but um, for the most part, we've already done it. We've already spent a ton of money doing it. There's others out there who've spent a ton of money doing it as well, so you can read up on like what they've done. Just do a simple Google search and you'll find it. Even just through guys like Tim Bird or Ezra Firestone, um, guys like that have done just about everything. Even Ad Espresso has cool articles on stuff like this. But at the end of the day, when we think about manually bidding and when we should be using it, um, and when not to, right? So it's the point of manual bidding is for optimizing your current campaigns. So you don't want to start with manual bidding, right? It's not like Google AdWords. There's a totally different ballgame when it comes to manual bids. But for what you want to do is you want to let Facebook do its thing. You want to run through basically, what we've been teaching this entire course and create campaigns that are already successful before you start manually bidding. And the idea behind it is, like, let's say you create campaigns that are successful and you're getting good CPAs, and you're like, I wonder if I can do better, right? So this is where manual bidding comes into play. So you already have successful campaigns. You already have successful CPA. Plus, you know what your CPA is, which I highly suggest you figure out what your CPA is, cost per acquisition. I don't know if I brought it up yet in this course, but basically that's a huge thing. I talked to a lot of people who have no idea what their CPA is. It is so huge to understand how much you can spend to acquire a new client or a new customer. You need to know that, plain and simple. As a marketer, as a business owner, whatever, being involved in the business whatsoever. If you're taking this course, then you need to know this. Okay. And then also, you need a big enough budget to play around with. If you're only spending like $5 a day, which is fine. If you're only spending $1 a day, if you're only spending, $20 a day, that's cool. But you don't need to be messing around with manual bidding at all. So just like leave it alone for now. Maybe in the future, something might come down this way that will help out with that. But basically, we want to be like at a minimum spending somewhere around $100 a day. Okay. Um, on top of that, we really only want to be using it for prospecting or conversions, right? So if we're running conversion campaigns, perfect campaigns for manual bidding. Okay. And also, I need to reiterate this because I guarantee you'll do this at some point in time, but duplicate your ad set. Don't just change the current ad set. If you have a successful ad set, don't change it. Duplicate it and then create some manual bids and play around with it. Test it out. Don't just go into your ad set and change it. Biggest mistake you'll ever happen, like will ever happen, and I've done it so many times. It's ridiculous. Like I shoot myself right in the foot, right? And it's just like completely screws everything up. And as soon as it happens, you're like, oh no, I can't believe I did that. So duplicate your ad sets before manually bidding.